おし、1試合2本。はいどうも皆さんこんにちは、こんばんは。KD ゲームズのクリボーです。ということで MLB The Show やっていきたいと思います。さあこの連勝を止めないように頑張っていきたい。そして打率も上げていきたい。
First and second, 2 outs. Tanaka, the next to hit.
ポン。
Fought off foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
真ん中でした。
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gonna count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
入ってた。
That's out number 3.
失礼いたしま
One
した。
out, base is empty. And that is out of play. The pitch. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1.
あー、ちょっと来るの早いよね。そうだよね。
The Dodgers trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a ball evens the count. Out towards right center.
行ったんじゃないの？
That one carrying.
ありがとうございます。
He circles the bases. It's 2-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
First and second here, no outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Tanaka launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The throw in.
Okay.
Home, and the runner scores from second. And they lead by 2. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, left side. Santander drifts towards it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that'll load the bases. So bases all loaded up. The batter now will be Will Smith. To short, could be 2. Bichette puts it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
Well, nice job by the shortstop to field that on the backhand and gather himself, get his feet underneath him. He had a long throw, but he knew he had plenty of time to take that extra step.
And that one gets away at the plate.
もうちょっ
And
と
an
振らせてく
excellent
れたらな、
job
いけ
keeping
るん
him
だけど
right
な。
there. The Dodgers threatening. And down on strikes he goes. That ends the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tanaka. He's already homered here in this one.
おし、1試合2本。
Another
久しぶりじゃね
homer.
えしよ
His
メ
second
ジャーに
home
来
run
て
of the
初もし
game,
かし
and
て
they
わかんないけ
tack
ど
on to their lead. It's 6-2.
Really great job of anticipation
3打数
there.
3
He
安打
knows
2
he
ホーマ
throws
ー
the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
そう自分の先発を打っていただきたいですね
At 3 hits, 2 of them home.
4打数3安打か自分の先発の時にね打っていただきたいですよね
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris II.
The center fielder, Michael Harris.
Edge of the zone for a strike, and we are underway. Sharp grounder, that's through for a
あ
base
んなとこ
hit.
打つのかよ普通にミスったと
Man
思ったの
aboard
に
on the leadoff single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner at first with no outs here. That one's in there. That is strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls
Wow,
off so many
Mashka.
pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to wait.
Now this ball is well hit.
いや
This
大
one's
丈夫
got
な
a
はず
chance. He'll
うわマジ
get
で
there. That should be extra bases. Throw comes in.
ノーアウトに三
Runner
塁
stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
That's a great job of hitting, but I'm a little disappointed that the runner wasn't going on the pitch. If he's going, Boog, he scores and they take the lead.
William Contreras in the box now. Takes strike 1. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Harris, the runner at third. Bichette stands at second. No outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
反応したんだけど
Wow,
な一瞬
that's a great job behind the dish there.
よし内野フライ
Ball popped in the air. Fried. Drops into the glove. And there's one away.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there, and I tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that at bat than him.
Second and third, 1 away. And that one lifted in the air
い
center
やちょっ
field.
と深いかさすがに
He's got it.
1点はしゃあないか
Third.
ああまあそうだよ
Throw
ね
is
まあ
off
1点はしゃあない
line,
な
and
も
he
うこれ
scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good
昨
job
日のバッ
driving
ティン
that
グの
run from
活
third.
躍ができれば
Marcell Ozuna, the next to
逆転
hit,
まで持っ
takes
てくる
ball 1. Ozuna matched a homer in his last game. That one ripped.
わあ最悪この1点マジで余計
Bangs off the wall. The run comes in from second. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down
2
and
点か
first and second. 2 outs. Tanaka now at the plate.
逆転のチャンス
First and second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the
チェン
bag,
ジアッ
and
プだ
that'll
っ
do it.
た
Top of the second, Austin Riley at the plate. And first offering is fouled off.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he started the season with a long slump. He'd get messages questioning if he should go back to pitching, but it turns out he made the right choice.
Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the ball.
Nice.
Oh, and a great stop to his knee
Okay.
to throw, and they get the out.
Well, he looks so comfortable making that play, dives, comes up with it, and then from one knee, like he's just playing catch with his kid. Nice throw across the diamond at first.
And it's even up.
入ってると思うんですけど、
Swing and a foul straight back.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field.
よし。
Tucker hauls it in to end the inning. Back here at Chavez Ravine. New inning getting started. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Tanaka back to work. Bunting for a hit. And a foul ball. Geloff measures 6 feet 2 inches.
No, off the plate.
27 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2021. Puts it in the air out towards left center.
OK。
Hernandez makes the grab, 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris.
Nice
Look
hit.
at this. The throw.
Sayo.
And very nicely done for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one catches the zone. 0-1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field.
OK。
Makes the play, and that is that. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season. There's the strike.
点が入らないわ
Pitch
ね
there.。
Ball.
Really
One
had
strike.
some run and finished a little
Ball,
up and
no.
in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it,
Ball
hit a
two.
broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Right in position. But it's the pitcher that makes the play. And there's one down. Anthony Santander at the plate. And there's the strike. Oh, great stop. Takes it
OK。
himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Center field. Outman sizes this one up.
Thank you
Brings
で
it
す。
in, and that is that. Bottom 4, and now here's the
先頭
Dodgers
打者
designated hitter, Tanaka. In for a strike, 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Next offering in
Yeah,
there for
you
a
go
strike,
high,
and it's 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit
so it-
higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you
What's
look
up,
down in
Idamana?
that area.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And that's in for a strike. Riley was a kid in high school that was scouted by most teams as a pitcher. In fact, 95% of the teams wanted him as a pitcher. And I actually asked him, were you interested in being drafted as a pitcher? And he told me directly, no, I hated it. My arm hurt all the time. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
And a pitch. Struck him out looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. Matt Olson up to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Hard hit
Okay.
right side. Handles, throws the first, and the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping
Yes.
the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
OK で
And
す。
that is that. Down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Now in for the Braves, Zach Geloff.
点が入らないで
Fouled
す
off left side.
ね。
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
あ、
Into center and a base hit.
まあですよね。
And the leadoff man aboard. So the lineup flips over. Michael Harris the second will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Harris measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Just off the inside corner. Ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Geloff on at first. Nobody out.
あ、
That one is absolutely belted back
セ
there.
ンターもう仁王立ち。
That one is gone.
あの外のボ
That'll
ール
fire
をあ
up
そ
the
こまで
dugout.
運ぶの
His
か。
17th of the year. And
交代かな。
they add a pair.
Pitching for the Dodgers.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Michael Kopech.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
Tanaka
1-0.
in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
So 2 down. Next is the Dodger DH, Tanaka.
ホームランを打てもまだあるのか、チャンスが。そう。
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And ball 1. Next pitch is
Okay.
outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
あ、
And a swing and a
下げすぎ。
miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2 and
チェンジアッ
2.
プ。早く振りすぎ。危ねえ。ナイスカット。
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. On the ground to the
くそ。
left. Bichette. They take the force out.
いや、見えくれば
That
ボー
is
ル
the
かな、
inning.
今の。
Tanaka with some good work on the
まあ
mound in
これ
this
ばっ
ball
かりは
game,
もうし
but
ゃあな
was
いです
going
ね。
through
相
it
手
a
のピ
bit
ッチャーを褒めるしかないですね。今日に関しては。全く打ててねえし。
So now here's the
それが
DH.
登板日と
Tanaka.
重なって
He's
し
someone
ま
who
った
quickly made a splash at this level, Chris, a former Rookie of the Year. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Belly threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me
No,
up
that's a
for
ball.
later
や
in
った
this
ラッキ
at-bat?
ー。ゴリゴリにストライク。
So now 1 and 2.
See if you can
One
go
ball,
upstairs a
2
little
strikes.
bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
1 out, base is empty. Up and
2-2.
in. It's 2 and 2.
Yeah, but
Squeeze through that
ボ
one.
ール
It's a
球だった
strikeout.
Pretty simple plan of attack on the mound right there, huh?
Yeah, nothing but fastballs. They just kept putting down the number one and letting it fly. I like it.
Yeah, me too, and I'd love to hit against that. But, of
No
course,
ball.
when you're in the
One
box,
strike.
you think he's bound to change speeds on you at some point. You're just kind of locked up, sort of like
やべえ
reverse psychology.
さあ
Swing and a
チェン
miss.
ジ
0-2.
0-2.
Swings and misses. Struck
なん
him
か伸び
out.
が違うな
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. A 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all three. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tastic. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. And the lefty kicks delivers.
危ねえ
Foul
さ
ball.
あ
It stays
チェン
nothing
ジ
in two.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Down and
1-2.
in, moved his feet. Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts
ダ
now.
メだこの投手俺
And next for LA, Tanaka. 0 for
1-8
3 in this one. So it's second and third
うわ
occupied. They
つ
go
いに
for the
申告敬遠
intentional
された
walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a force at every base. And now Teoscar Hernandez. 2-2. Runner on the go. Out to short. Throw on to Olsen, and Hernandez is out. Tanaka with a forgettable showing in this one. Struck out 3 times.
と3三振
In now
いつ
for
の
the
間にか
Reds,
翔平さんの打率
Spencer
が2割6
Steer.
分とほぼ私と変わらない打率になってきているまあそもそも立ってる打席数が違うからっていうあれはあるけど
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
Boz back to work. Tanaka leading things
Eh?
off and takes a strike.
Man, I
ボ
mean,
ールでしょ
nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering is fouled back. Righty delivers.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Tap
2-2.
dances out of the way of that one.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Backed off the plate that time.
まあランナーとして出れればいいかなとりあえず
That one misses.
Outside,
So
ball
leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from
2-2.
first. In the dirt. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one.
Runner goes again. This one swung on and hit well. Way back there.
いや超えるな
And it one-hops the wall. And the Dodgers score first. It's 1-0.
Well, it's a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swing
Ah,
and a miss
naka.
as he was late.
He got away with one there,
No balls,
but he
1 strike.
knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a foul out of play. Man on second, 2 down. And
Knock
it's fouled
four.
off. They'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And ball 1.
0-2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss, and that is that. One hit, one left. 3 innings.
カットすらさせても
Back
らえなか
here
った
in LA as we go to the top of the 4th. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nick Gonzalez. Base knock center field.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And that's fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They've got to be frustrated with how many balls they're hitting on the ground. It's been one grounder after another, it
いやー
seems.
ちょっと高すぎ
And
た
I'm
な
not
そ
sure
れ
the
は
infield grass can take much more of this, Boog. Of course, you have to credit the pitching for making them beat the ball into the ground so often, but I haven't seen much of adjustment from the hitters yet either. Got to find a way to get under the ball a little bit more and get it in the air.
あー
And a
ス
swing
ライ
and a miss.
ダー
He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now the batter now, Xavier Isaac. 0-1 now. That's towards center. Tanaka sizing this one up. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. The throw in. Save. And the go-ahead runs at third. And now the center fielder, Tanaka. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike one.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That missed by a lot. 2-1. Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out.
うわーく
Lifted
そ
in the
ー
air down the left side. De La
もうちょ
Cruz
い上だったか
makes the grab, one down. Tanaka.
さよなら
One game for them.
またちょっと打てなくなってきているぞ
So 2 down, and here is Ellie De La Cruz. Glass now, ready and deals. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Tanaka in the box now. No balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they don't get an out on the play. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Runner takes off in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball. The pitch. Runner goes again. Isaac
ああそれはちょっとやめといた方がいいかも
steps on first for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. De La Cruz makes the play. 2 away.
Batting ninth, the
ちょっと
catcher.
走ってみたい感ある
Dodgers
けど
catcher Jake Rogers. Right through there, got him. They limit the damage here.
ワンアウト三塁で点が入
All
らず
set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Austin Hendrick. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. The tag, and they cut him down, going for two. Two aboard, 2 outs. Fought off foul. First and second, 2 down.
もうちょい下か。
The 0-2.
ああ、
Gets a
外。
piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 out, base is empty. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. One now. Foul ball. Now one missed. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Bottom of the inning. And now Tanaka. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling.
Oh, this one high and deep.
Way
back there. And it slices foul, but it had the distance. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from.
Next is the Dodger DH, Tanaka.
Tanaka.
In the air, right field. Hines sizes this
い
one
や
up.
ーちょっとね伸びがねない
And
ね
here's one down.
反
One
応は
out.
良かったけど
Runners at first and second. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
And a swing and a miss there. Tucker, the lead runner out at second. Betts at first. 1 gone. Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
下げすぎか。
Hines settles underneath it.
シビアなんだよななんか
Makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
思ったよりシビアなんだよ
And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. And now the DH, Tanaka. Williamson back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Tanaka measures 6 feet 4 inches. 23 years old. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. Lifted in the air right center field. And there's 1 down.
もうちょっ
Now
と
batting.
Runners at the corners here.
内側で
1
打たない
away.
といけなかったね今の
Tanaka
は
now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts. He was late there. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1
Runners
strike.
at the corners, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a breaking ball
Yeah,
drops
you
in for a
go.
strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout
せ
or
め
a
て
ground
犠
ball
牲
double
フライ
play.
を
Cuts at it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the first fastball we've seen today. Made it look easy.
Came after him with the
前半だけだった
fastball
な
on 2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of
後半
what
から
power
っき
pitching
し
is
だ
all
ったな。まあまあまあ、でも30号ホームランも見えてきたことだし、まあ調子いいと捉えていいのではないでしょうか。わかんないですけど。まあいい感じで今日も勝てたし、次回は先発登板から頑張っていきたいと思います。はい、ということで本日この辺で終えたいと思います。さよなら。